All right, so this is Omoide Yokocho, or Memory Lane. So basically it's a couple of little narrow alleys where there's lots of drinking and eating establishments, super popular among locals and tourists alike. The history is interesting though. Pre-war Japan, there were stalls like this and people sold daily commodities and things like that. You know, whether it's shoes, underwear, that kind of thing, but also food, Japanese noodles and that kind of thing. And then the war came and this area was reduced to rubble, but a lot of the vendors, they ended up living with family that were kind of in the surrounding area that kind of still was standing. And they set up shop again, but it was a black market that kind of developed from 1945 to 1946. So by 1947, the American government decided that now there's certain foods that we have to certain foods that we had to keep certain foods limited in terms of sale and that kind of thing. So like flour, for example, you couldn't make noodles, you couldn't make some of the pancake type of foods that vendors made. And then beef, though, it wasn't under the order, so people started making things with beef and parts of pork and that kind of thing. So it continued to thrive even under the black market. And in 1959, the Japanese government decided that a lot of the vendors here were squatters, and really it was a pretext for them to redevelop Shinjuku Station. Just under 4 million people a day go through it, busiest station on the planet, as well as add another station to another local line. So a lot of those vendors were kicked out, but it kept going anyway. And eventually it came to be a place known fairly well for grilled food and yakitori, which gives you the smell of smoke. The red lanterns that you see, they pretty much represent an eating or drinking establishment. Of course, the yellow kind of does too, but the red are traditionally Japanese. So, the vendor, there were some vendors that kind of stayed. Right now, there's still dozens here. It's a cool little place to come and eat, drink, and relax a bit. Definitely popular. Now, one of the nicknames, now Omoide Yokocho, Memory Lane, has a few nicknames here. One nickname is in Japanese, it's called Omoide Yokocho. Now, unsurprisingly, a place like this gets some kind of nicknames. One in Japanese is called Omoide Yokocho, which Omoide means to be drunk or you're a drunkard. So basically, Drunkard's Alley is one of the nicknames, and that's one that the locals have given. There's another one, though. Not sure who gave it, but it's also Piss Alley. And Piss Alley was given the nickname because if you go back decades where you'd have a lot of salarymen, and mostly men that would be here eating and drinking, even when the economy was getting better, they had hostesses dressed up, serving you and that kind of thing. But there was no place to go to the bathroom. And so they go to the train tracks and relieve themselves, hence the well-earned nickname Piss Alley. And as you can see, if you scroll around or look ahead, they have toilets now, so we're in the modern age. We'll just keep walking through.
No, we did.
Oh, we
actually,
came from Alabama?
No, actually, we came.